Hey guys, it's Liz. Well, as you guys know, I just made a video this morning, and some people were requesting for me to tell you guys my whole story about how everything happened. So, like, my whole story about going to the hospital. So, pretty much what happened was me and my best friend Brittany were fighting. We got in a fight, like, not, just verbal fight, and we always get in fights because that's what, that's what best friends do. They fight and get over it. But I had more than one best friend. I had Kayla, Tori, and Brittany, and Selena, and all them, but, so after me and Brittany stopped talking and stopped being friends for a while, I just hung out with Kayla and Tori, and me and Brittany decided to put everything apart, and we decided to be friends again. And Kayla and Tori didn't like it at all. They did not like the idea of us being friends again. So what they did is they hacked my Twitter account, and they wrote some pretty disturbing, nasty things. Like, they're like I don't really want to explain to you. I mean, they're pretty disturbing. I mean, I don't have them. The account that they did it on, it's already been deleted, and it was pretty bad though. Like, because I didn't think they would ever do that to me. And at school every day, I mean, it just got worse and worse. Like, I just got bullied nonstop from them. I mean, they'd call me a bitch and two-faced because I took my friend back, and it just, like, they just got new people on me every day, and I just didn't feel comfortable even going in school. And I had, like, pretty much every class with them except one or two, and I started ditching school because I didn't want to be in school anymore. I mean, it was really hard. I just wanted to leave. I just didn't want to be in school anymore. I was like, you know what? I can't do this. So I started hiding in bathrooms for every class that I had with him. I started failing my classes. I, like, never went to any of my classes. I just hid in the bathrooms or walked around the school during the class that I had with him. And at that point, like, it just got really bad for me, and I had really bad depression, and things weren't really fun at home either, with my parents fighting. And I mean, it's daily over here, but I'm starting to cope with it. But they were fighting a lot, and I was dating my friend Riley. We were best friends before we dated, and before me and him dated, I was dating this guy named Andrew, and he left me because he had a crush on my best friend. And Riley promised he wouldn't do that to me. And 2 weeks after me and Riley dated, he did the exact same thing. He left me for the exact same friend that the last guy did. And it was really hard for me because, I mean, two guys leaving me for the exact same reason, for the exact same person, and it just, like, I just couldn't take it. I felt so alone, and, like, I pretty much, like, stopped being friends with the girl that the guys left me for, because it turns out she kissed him, and it just got really bad for me. Like, I just couldn't really take it. I mean, I felt like I only had, like, one friend, and I felt like I was all alone, and my depressions and all that got really bad. And weeks before all that, I made a promise to my counselor that I wouldn't cut. I mean, we did contracts and everything, and I came crying to her office on a Thursday. I'm pretty sure it's March 8th. And sat in that office, and she questioned me, and she called 911 because she knew that it was not safe for me to go home. I knew it wasn't safe for me to go home. If I knew I was going to go home, I would have tried cutting, and I would have tried to overdose. And they had the police pick me up around 2 o'clock. I was taken in a police car. It was my first time in a cop car, and I was really nervous, and I was really scared. And it was only a 5-minute drive, but honestly, it felt like an hour in that car. It was really hard. I mean, it was kind of scary, like, being in a cop car for something, like, not even doing anything bad, but it was kind of scary. And they took me to the Woodland Hospital. I was in there for 8 long hours. They had to take my blood. They had to do like everything. They had to check me, had to get into a robe. I mean, they had to take all my stuff, and I cried the whole time because I didn't know what my parents were gonna think. I was like, well, my parents don't even know I'm in the hospital. What are they gonna think when they come to see me? My parents came, or my mom came, around 3 after, or like 2:30 or something like that, and me and my mom just sat there and cried, and we were thinking I was gonna go home, but I didn't get to go home, and I had to do a whole bunch of interviews with doctors and nurses, and I had to do an interview with a social worker, and she was the lady who was gonna decide if I get to go home or if I have to go to a facility, and she interviewed me around like 8:30, and I was like, okay, well maybe she'll let me go home. And around 9, she decided that I wasn't gonna go home. She said, I think she has to go. Like she has to go to this mental facility, and an ambulance came at 11:30. I didn't get there till 12:15. It was really hard before I left because my friend came to visit me in the hospital, and we laid in bed together, and it was really hard for me because I didn't want to leave her, and like she was the only person that I had left, and we just sat there and cried, and it was really hard because when they put me on the gurney to put me in the ambulance, we just like stared at each other, and it was hard just watching her and my mom, just like knowing that that's the last time I'm going to see them for a couple days or whenever, and it was really hard. So like I said goodbye to them, gave them one last hug. They took me in the ambulance, like 45-minute drive, got there around 12:15 a.m. in the morning on a Friday. It was really late, but I wasn't tired because it wasn't home, so I couldn't sleep. And the first thing they did is like they body search you to make sure you don't have any razors or anything. And the hospital is called Sierra Vista. I think it's in Sacramento. And they body check you and they do everything. And I was really scared. It wasn't home. I didn't know the place and I didn't know the people there. I remember walking past all the rooms, and it was late, so everyone was sleeping. But it was scary. I mean. But 2 girls got there not at the same time. One girl got like an hour before me, and one girl got 20 minutes before me. And my roommate was named Robin, and I met her because they had to like check her clothes and like make sure there wasn't anything in them. And she was like, "Hi, my name's Robin," and like. So we met, and then I found out she was my roommate, so I kind of felt safer that she was my roommate because she was really nice and everything. And I met the same night I met a girl named Sheila there. She wasn't my roommate, but she was in the room across from me. And we became best friends in there. But it was really hard because the first day that my parents came to visit me, I didn't know how to talk to them. I was emotionally shut down. I didn't know how to talk to anyone. I just kind of just sat there and listened to them, and it was so hard because after they left, I bawled my eyes out because I was like, why didn't I talk to them? I was so confused, and it was so hard being there. But after, I think, the 3rd day, I started getting used to it, and I made friends there, and I felt more comfortable. I slept better, but, it was really hard at first, and I got to make phone calls to friends, but it was off a private number. But I got to call my friends, and I loved it. I mean, I got to talk to my friends, but it really helped me. But I was clean for a month when I got out of there, but I started cutting again. But I'm starting to learn how to cope with it again because my mom doesn't want to send me back there. But that place really helped me for a while. You meet really nice people, and some people say that you get judged in there. I didn't get judged in there. There was a couple fights in there, and usually fights out, at school, people think they're funny. People are like, haha, I'm not gonna lie, I used to laugh and, at fights or whatever, but when you see a fight when you're in the mental hospital, it's not funny, it's serious. Everyone's sitting in that whole room crying because it's not cool. Like, if there's a fight going on, it's just you're crying because it's scary. Like there's kids in there that have tried killing themselves, had killing others, or and it's crazy to just listen to other people's stories and see how people can. Sometimes you think, wow, like some kid was in there just because he liked playing with fire, and his parents thought he was trying to kill himself, but he wasn't. He just liked playing with fire. So that kid was in there for no reason, basically. Some kids were in there for no reason. Some kids were in there for higher reasons that I wasn't. And it's kind of crazy, like, learning people's stories. And, well, everyone got to hear my story. Everyone told me theirs. And it was just, you kind of got to bond with those people. And I think what really helped me was the people there. They teach you, like, how to, like, look at things better. And took classes there. And, they really help out. So that's my story, guys. And thanks for watching.